Don't worry.
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, my friends. Today I'm going to talk about cloud computing. The outline of this presentation contains first a very simple introduction about the topic. After that, I will give you a main definition of what is cloud computing. Then I'll talk about philosophy, the main advantages or disadvantages about this topic, and show you maybe very good examples about the services and applications in cloud computing now. And finally, I summarize my presentation, mention the main topics, main concept of this concept. Every day, we are using internet in our house, in our jobs, from our cell phones, our computer, laptops, and how the internet access in this day is cheaper. New online services appear every day on the internet. And the question is, what is the name of these services and new tendencies about this? The name is cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing are two words. Cloud, in this case, is the shape to represent internet. If you have see a figure or picture about internet is represented with a cloud. And computing is an activity of using and improving computer hardware and software. Two words, both words, match or merge to create new concept named cloud computing. And the definition is a technology can offer computing services over the internet. In other words, cloud computing is a very big concept and consider infrastructure to user applications. Infrastructure like George's presentation, data center, for example, to support cloud computing. And the main reason of cloud is the access through internet by cell phones, tablets, desktop, laptop, etc. What is the philosophy of this concept? Is the disappearance of computing as we know, transforming all our data and applications in online services. In other words, is to transform our laptops in a simple terminals to connect to internet into the cloud, like to mainframes in the past. What is the main or most important advantages or good features of cloud computing? Agility to start, because you don't need to implement the infrastructure. The infrastructure is implemented. You only use the services. Location independence, because you can access for all places. Maintenance and cost reduction, because you don't need staff to this purpose. And reliability, because the infrastructure, like data center, is designed but support all type of disaster. Then the availability is good, maybe 10%. Disadvantages or bad features for cloud computing. Security, but in what case? Because users lose control of personal data. Because if you have your information in the cloud, you don't know where is the information, where see it, when, what people see the information. A specific service, because if I want to new service and very specific, and in this moment it's not available in the cloud, is to create new services, and services can take a lot of time, for example. And the main disadvantage is internet access, because cloud computing is supported by internet access. If you don't have internet, you don't have a cloud computing. Examples, applications and services in the internet. For photography editions, if you Google it, you have a Photoshop Express. It's an online application and you edit your photograph. And for Christian, for example, do you have in the internet AutoCAD WS for edit DWG files? Online application. If you want to create documents, presentations like this, workbook or chat or mails, you can get from Google Apps, Google Docs, for example. And if you want to maintain or store your files in the cloud, you can use Dropbox. It's a very useful application. And after this slide, I show you a very simple video for this. And finally, virtualization. If a small company can start with a web page, for example, this company can to rent a virtual server. Amazon is a company that provides these services in this moment, and Microsoft, to start, is the beginning of the new product named Windows Azure that provide the same service as Amazon, virtualization of servers. Now, I show you a simple video. I'm waiting for load this video for what is and how to use the Dropbox. I think Dropbox is a very useful tool for you. Let me check the connection. Yeah.
There it is.
You've been there. You're about to buy lunch and realize your wallet is in your other pants. Or maybe you left your keys at home. The problem is organization. You need one place for everything, like a magic pocket. Putting something in the magic pocket means it's always there, no matter what you wear or where you are. The same thing, always there, no matter what you wear or where.
Sorry, I need to load the video. But the idea in the video to show the how to use and what is the Dropbox. And my intention is to show you this video because you can use it. I use Dropbox, for example.
Does it have a cost?
No, it's free, but they have a limitation, size limitation. In this case, 2 gigabytes.
Just 2?
Yeah, files. Today, my friend to send me an invitation or share files for a project we can to start, and send me the link, and I see the link and synchronize my file with your files. Maybe it's already.
There you are. The same thing is true for computers. If you have more than one, keeping track of all of your files can be a pain. Solving this problem is one of the big ideas behind Dropbox. It's like a magic pocket, a single, secure place for all of your stuff. Let's meet Josh, who is preparing for a big trip to Africa. Right now, all of his trip info is spread across his laptop, desktop, and phone. He needs to consolidate it all and is tired of having to email files to himself or move them around with a USB drive. Then he found Dropbox, which creates a new kind of folder on his computers. These folders work hard to be exactly alike, even across Macs and PCs. By adding his itinerary to his laptop Dropbox, he can be sure the same file will show up in his desktop Dropbox and even on his phone. The same thing happens when he saves a document in a Dropbox folder. The document gets updated across all of his Dropboxes. But it's not just his computers. The Dropbox website also works to be exactly like his other Dropboxes. Anything he puts in Dropbox is available on the website automatically. This way, if his Jeep takes a dive and his computer is ruined, he can still get to his files on the Dropbox website, where they're always backed up. As it turns out, Josh's Safari was a success, and his laptop made it home with lots of videos and photos to share. Instead of emailing everything, he just shared a Dropbox folder with his mom, so she could get copies of photos she wants to frame. Because it worked so well for travel, Josh made Dropbox the home for all of his stuff, so it's accessible anytime, wherever he goes. Whether you're traveling the world, running a business, or simply organizing your life, Dropbox means you can stop worrying about managing files and backups and get on with your next adventure. You can download Dropbox now at getdropbox.com.
Yes, this is Dropbox. It's for computing, it's an application for cell phone, maybe applications, and you can access to a web page and see the files. Finally, today I talked about cloud computing. That is a technology that can offer computing services over the internet. Cloud computing have good things, good features, and bad things. In the good features is cost reduction, location independence, reliability, and easy to maintain. And also good features or things is internet totally dependency and low security of our personal data. And finally, if you can Google it, you have a lot of application of services in internet, maybe a lot of free, but with limitation, but it's useful. And my recommendation is you should try these applications because maybe a lot is free. Do you have any questions?
A comment?
You sure, man?
I think the biggest problem with the cloud computing service for a company is when a company contracts this service and then 3 years before, after, this company won't change the supplier. In 3 years, a company with 400 employees give a lot of data, and then when change a supplier is a big problem.
Got it. In the costs also, or in the trespassing all the information.
Another question about this topic, cloud computing?
You mentioned AutoCAD in your presentation. That AutoCAD it's a main application or it's a program.
It's online. It's a web page maybe.
Yeah.
You can access and
Yeah,
in the web, in your browser, you can change or modify your files. Yes, it's online, it's totally online. But
It's an application. It's an application for Dropbox.
AutoCAD, Dropbox is only for storage files. AutoCAD is another page, another application to edit your AutoCAD files.
It's linked. Or
It's different. So two different services.
okay.
And to finally, if you have 2 minutes.
Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry, it's okay.
Well, this presentation was created using Google Docs because if I talk about the cloud computing, I need to present using the cloud computing. And now I bring you a very good video to promote. That is the promotion of Google Docs presentation and what is the possibilities can you make with Google Docs. You can share your presentation with your friends. You can chat with your friends and see the presentation in the same time.
Fail.
The international internet access is different to international
Internet access. Yes.
is different.
It's too much.
So we like it.
Yes. Yeah.
It was expensive.
10
Bytes?
bits
Megabits?
second is around 30
UFs. A month. A month. Here in Chile.
10 megabits for a company.
For a
It's
company.
not similar to the house.
Okay. 30 UF. 700,000 pesos. Okay.
I
Yes.
start again.
Don't worry.
Really, you can do this.
Using a Google Docs.
It's like Office. It's not.
It's much more limited.
Yeah. Make it.
Yeah, because you don't have animations or effects, for example. But it's available on the internet.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a only access to it. This is the idea of this presentation. Then, another question?
Excellent.
No, no. Very interesting. Yes.
Last set.
Nice.
Technology.
Very good, Carlos. Very good, everyone. Right? Good, Tommy, also. Good, Christian, for the questions. Good, Carla. Good, Claudina. Good, Alexis. Jorge, for coming to class. Right? That's a joke. Good. We can go to the coffee break.